that's so exciting, and it's so amazingly attractive.
Yeah, you're not laughing now, are you?
All right, there, birthday people. Yeah, you might have already got a sense that I'm not firing on all cylinders. I doubt we'll have a lot of people here today. It's a weird old time, isn't it? It was, according to my timing, it was actually my birthday yesterday, but I got caught out. So when a few more people turn up, I'll let you know the little story. And it's quite funny, actually, considering my my past and my interests. I got caught out badly. I got caught out badly. 42 has started the birthday Grift patrol. Look at that. Happy birthday. Take this and get yourself a wee ice cream. Now, where I come from, that would be frozen urine. But what I will also do is use that very generous and very kind donation, 42. You might have to confirm this. Are we streaming tomorrow night? I think me and 42 are... 42 is going to expose Jordan Peterson's controlled opposition. Yeah, it's going to get proper naughty tomorrow. Loads of people, thank you, 42. Loads of people in the chat wishing me happy birthday. Rather than going through them all one by one, well, actually, while there's not so many people in here, I'll get some hellos in. Hello, Anne's, good to see you. Hello, darling. I thought this later time might help some of the Antipodeans and other people from around the globe. JP is on the firm. If JP is not on the firm, there is no firm. So that's wonderful. Andrew's on the firm. Hello, mate. Good to see you. I'm here. Campervan Jim Bob. I didn't send Packer an email. I thought he might just rock up, but it might be his night down the boozer. So I don't know when that is. Lars is in, making jokes about my appearance. You know that fella that comes on, looks like his carer's fallen over, that one. Thank you, Lars, much appreciated. And John Palmer there just levelling things out. The universe provides, and this time through JP. Well, Lars, you ain't far off, actually. I'm not actually pickled, but there is a substance issue involved in why I woke up at 6 o'clock this evening. Look at that. JP had those Superman hats for his birthday as a kid. Well, like I say, when there's a few more people here, I'll give you the SP on the birthday hat. Now, I cut my missus out of that picture just because I don't want pictures of my missus all over the internet too much. It's not a choice. So, you know. Well, there's conversations to be had about cakes as well. I've got to clean my glasses. Although I have a feeling it might actually be my retinas. If you look at that picture, look at the thumbnail, you'll see I've got a slightly lazy eye anyway, this one. Well, it's not actually lazy, it's just this one's really busy. Come on, it's a joke. It's been used before on this channel several times. But once you start involving substances, things like slight lazy eyes make you what's he called? Come on, Lars, what's he called? He's only got one eye. One eye John, one eye Bob, one eye Mick, one Cyclops. There, I gotcha. Hello, JD, who's agreeing with JP about something Superman cakes or me looking much younger. Well, maybe I'm just lying. That would be great. Hello, Rags. Nice to see thee. I've said Anne's. Malt. Malt. This is how bad. Where did I get malt from? I know, I went for Mega, but then I thought I'd do the whole name. But I'm going to stick with Maltra Egger Essex boy. Nice to see you. It's got to be the crack of dawn where you are. Not that dawn. Lee Kimberley. My old mate Lee's on the firm. Good Lord. Hello, mate. Nice to see thee. Why would it be? Oh, because it's evening, late evening where you are. Nice to see you, man. Very nice. Who else haven't I said hello to? We'll get this show on the road in a minute. Charlie Sparkles on the firm. Ultra Mega. But what am I going to do? Yeah, I'm just Maltra. It'll be Maltra. It's a birthday Maltra. What, have you just got out of bed or something? Is this like the crack of your dawn? Yeah, that ain't working very well, is it? I'm glad it's working out for you, though. Robin Wheeler, long time no see, brother. Well, I had a peculiar one, which I will certainly get into. Wolfie there celebrating the 52 gang. I don't know what it is, but I'll go along with it. Is there 52 in? Nice one, Wolfie. Kipper Sniffer has just hithered in. I suppose that's all right. 42 says the day after tomorrow. No, I think it's the difference in days. Like it's 2:45 in the morning here, so Wednesday, but I imagine it's Tuesday for you. So yeah, actually it's I've got it right. It's Thursday UK time. Yeah, no worries. And be there for that one, people, because it'll be an absolute classic. He certainly knows his stuff. And I have my suspicions about Jordan Peterson, but the little bits, the little crumbs that 42 has given me, and Devon Tracy, years ago, he warned me. Years ago, Devon, who I've been mates with for a long time, good 8 or 9 years, and that's mates. I've met him. We've gone out and had tea and things, and we talk about things that we wouldn't discuss online. He put on Twitter, if you support Jordan Peterson, not to me, just to everyone, I can't be your friend. And I thought, well, come on. And I replied to him, well, I don't agree with everything he says, but some of it, kind of makes sense. He blocked me. We're not blocked now, but it took a while. He was proper annoyed. And since then, I've worked out why. So, charming bloke, sort of attractive bloke. You sort of, you almost get hypnotized by his sense of compassion and care and honesty. But it would appear it's a Trojan horse. Sergeant Steele's on the firm. Barney Rubble's on the firm. Amazing. Plastic African, long time no see, son. I hope that's because you're busy with your cameras, cars thing. World Wide Web 3 and all that. It's gone crazy, isn't it? Amazing. All right, I'm going to... Emma G's here. Look at that. Lovely. Right, the numbers are getting up a little bit more. Have I got everything sorted? Lata says that Cyclops means round eye. Nothing in Greek mythopoeia says it only had one. Yeah, but everyone thinks the Cyclops has got one eye, so, Manny Moo's here. Lovely. You always come on when I've got a playlist to do. Well, I don't really know what to say about that. What way round are those things organised? I'm not sure. I can barely string a sentence together, by the way, people. Hello, Lulu. Lovely to see you. Charlie says that John Palmer, Dange called me out. I don't know what it means. I can't work my way around it. I'm not functioning properly. You'll find out why. Hello, Henry. Nice to see you, mate, as ever. Glue Sniffer usually ghosts commenting, but just wanted to say hello to his brother Kipper. Oh, yeah, we got a Kipper Sniffer and a Glue Sniffer. I mean, crack on, mate. Go for it. No worries. Nice to see you show thine face. So it were. Yeah, nice one, 42. It'll be a cracker. I'll get all that thumbnail sorted out. JP says, Peterson, ha 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 ha. When he cried about them saving the world, if you didn't know he was a wrong and then, you'll never get it. Oh, I missed that one. Doc Shelley is talking to me. Fräulein Geburtstag Jung. I'm going to have to trust you, Doc, and say thank you. Okay? There you go. Thank you, Lars. I think between the two and then a bit further up the other end, we got there. 42 says, except there is zero honesty. Whoa. Well, I saw that with the whole Xanax thing. I didn't trust him. I know quite a lot about that benzos. And I mean, you know, you can keep secrets, you can tell the truth, you can tell partial truths. It's your YouTube channel, but it was suspicious, which is also, you know, we'll find out all about that with 42. So make sure you get over here for that one. That'll be a cracker. I think starting at 5 o'clock UK time. Charlie says, I was lurking till you read out my birthday wishes. Oh, good Lord. Hello, Lee. Nice to see you. Lee's on the firm. John Falstaff, Van Varten. It's been a while, John. I hope you've been well. Right, let me just rack up all my birthday super chats. There's one. No Packer. No Packer either. Packer's not here. It's not going too well, is it? Right, I've got nothing prepared. I'll tell you what happened. So this isn't a great story, but this is why. So yesterday, it's my birthday, and I don't give a shit. Giving it the big one, I don't care about birthdays. Fuck 'em. I'm like a punk. Oh man, I remember I was in rehab with this Portuguese teenager, and he was a punk, right? He thought he was a punk. He'd sort of seen the British punk movement of the late 70s, but sort of got it wrong. He wore like a spiked dog collar and like ripped t-shirts. He was poor kid, was only about 18. And you'd be in group with him, and you'd sort of say, you know, you might want to start making different decisions. And they'd be like, I don't want to make different decisions. I'm a punk. And they'd be like, what does that mean though? What? You're a junkie because you're a punk, or you're a punk because you're a junkie, some kind of punky? No one could work out the relationship between being a punk and being in rehab. And this woman come in to talk to us about hepatitis C. She was so out of her depth. I felt so sorry for her. She was being asking questions she knew nothing about. And this, I'll tell you his name. It was Lewis. He put his hand up and he said, hey, he said, they keep telling me I got hepatitis C, but because I use lemon juice to cook up with, which can make you go blind. So not the best, especially when you can just go and get some vitamin C, which is actually double good for you. You know, you can have a hit and get some vitamin C straight into your blood. But he went, I use lemon juice and it gives me a false positive, so I haven't got hepatitis C. And the therapist was in there and they went, Lewis, you do have hepatitis C. You know, we tested you before you came in because we've done that with everyone so that we know. And you have? And he was like, no, man, it's like I use lemon juice. It gives you a false positive. And it was like, no, we tested you. And he went, I'm a punk, man. And the boss of the whole rehab, he'd had enough of it. He went, stop saying you're a punk. Before you came here, you lived in a tree. You lived in a tree. And he was like, oh, I did feel for him though. The whole, everyone else hated him. And that's not a nice place to be in rehab. You know, you're rattling your fucking fillings loose. And everyone turns against you. It's because he used to ruin group. You know, he couldn't speak the lingo properly. And he'd just keep going, it's like, you know, I'm a punk. Be like, but what about that? And he'd go, oh, I'm a punk. Well, just leave then. And one of the therapists said to him once, if you walk out again, because he kept getting stroppy when it got near to any truth, they'd just storm out. And he got up to do his storming out act, and everyone was like, oh, here we go again. And the therapist said, if you leave now, you don't come back in. And I shit you not. He went, why do you think I care? I'm a punk. Never seen him again. He's probably back up in his tree with his exploited albums going, yeah, I'm a punk without hepatitis C. Anyway, so it took my missus Saturday to remind me it was my birthday. She said, oh, it's your birthday coming up. And I was like, is it? You know, you don't give a shit after you're about 15. I think I stopped giving a shit about birthdays. And I realised that she wanted to celebrate it. Now, the old me, and not that old, not that long ago, about 10 or 15 years ago, well, before I met her, really, I would have just said, fuck off, I don't want it. I don't want any, I'd rather just have a bit of time off work, a bit of time doing nothing, maybe do a YouTube stream, chill out with the scrubs, lovely. And she was like, no, it's your birthday. And she said, well, at least come round and have a cup of tea with me. And I was like, all right then. I fell for it, didn't I? So I go round there and she's got this big spread, all this amazing food. She's barbecuing. The prawns are like that. She's barbecuing prawns. She's putting like chili and honey, like, I don't know what you'd call it, some kind of dressing, I suppose. As she's barbecuing them, she's got squids on the go, baby octopus. She's got loads of salad chopped up. There's about 10, 15 different dips, all lovely. Oh, amazing. There was a couple of barbecued steaks that she can do just perfectly. I was like, oh, and I hadn't eaten all day either. I was going to just shove some mini mart food in before I'd done a stream. And I was over the moon, and she was so happy. And then the acts come out, and all. She had a cake with like it said on it handwritten on it, like in sort of icing. It said something like happiness to my sweetest happiness. Anyway, something beautiful with my birthday and that. The cake was lovely. It had loads of strawberries, and you can't grow strawberries in Cambodia. And just gorgeous. And we had such a lovely time. We were sitting on her balcony, just looking over. She lives right in the centre of Phnom Penh, so it's good fun. You can sit out on that balcony, get a couple of chairs, and just watch the madness happen. And it really does. The things that occur on her street. She's one street away from the manner of female easy leisure. So you get a lot of the sort of overflow, like people who've been ripped off or disappointed, or they've suddenly realised they're walking home without their phone or their wallet or both. So quite an interesting place to keep an eye out. And I just thought, I can't go home and do YouTube. She's made such an effort. And I said to her, do you want to stay at mine tonight? Because, hello, Jess. Nice to see you, love. Hello, Real. Lovely. Hang on. Did I just see? Hello, Mark. Amazing to see some OGs turning out. No, you can't. Like, you can't grow straw. Well, you can in like hydroponics or greenhouses, but not like in the ground. It's the wrong climate for it. No way, the Earth Coincidence Control Center is here. You must have known it. Yeah, Love is grand. She was amazing. And she's, after we'd eaten and I ate nearly all that cake, like I was like, oh, come on, love, I'm trying to cut down on the fat. She said, yeah, just have a little bit. And then she'd cut me like a third of it. And like, it was so good. And then when we finished eating, she went, go on. She went, go and do your YouTube. And I said, nah. I said, this is too nice. You're so lovely and caring and really hot. She was really dressed up like a birthday girlfriend. It was like a bimbofication birthday story. Anyway, so I said, listen, why don't you stay at mine? Because over here I've got aircon, and we've been getting it in like the early 40s and the late, like 39 at 9 o'clock. So she came over here, and I've got a giant beanbag over there and a big telly there. I said, let's stick on what is it? What's the one? Is it Johnny Woo? What is is it Johnny Woo, the director? The classic one that he made with the old deer in it, who's, someone will know. Doc Shelley says, how old is he? Hello, Nyanthos. Nice to see thee. Do you mean me? I thought you meant my ladyboy girlfriend. I honestly did think you were taking the piss. I think I'm 53. I was born in 72, so there you go. Exactly that, Mark. There you go, Packer. Packer, you can come on if you want. If you don't want to, no worries. I haven't got a lot to talk about, really. Yeah, but I thought, well, sit down and watch Kung Fu Hustle, because it's just loads of fighting. She can't keep up with the lingo, so that'll be great. Who's my favourite artist? I haven't really got favourites in life. Few things stand the test of time. I mean, what you mean, like painter, or I don't know. Like, I could tell you something now. Painters, I really like Edvard Munch, but next week it'll be Kandinsky. The week after that it'll be Paul Klee. So, I mean, good painters. Right, let me remind you, Entropy is at the top of the chat. Super Chat's at the bottom of the chat. You can use this. If you put your camera phone over it, a link will come up on your screen. It's very cool. That one, I get most of the cut as well. 52 is the new 32. There you go. Lou, I've added a year. I'm not 53 then, no? Amazing. John says Moonk, which is interesting. I'm 52. I might have to tell my girlfriend. I mean, at this my age, a year's like 10, innit? Real emotionally abused his missus. Look. I convinced the missus she was a year older than she really was once. Had her going for ages. You know what they call that, don't you? You know what? Have you heard about gaslighting? But why not though, eh? See how far you can take it. Try and convince her she's disabled or something. I don't know where that come from. There's Mrs. Me in it, not having to make a donation to get her voice heard. Dangerfield, happy birthday, Pooh Bear. If I knew, I'd have baked a cake. Well, I had one, and I baked an orange and poppy seed one myself today. Right, so there's 80 people, let me tell you. I'll tell you what happened, okay? Hello, Tic Tac. Nice to see you, mate. So she's pulled it out of the bag. Absolutely wonderful. Just spoiled me. Just absolutely spoiled me. And I said, listen, I'll do the YouTube tomorrow. And she said, no, I know you do YouTube on your birthday every year. I said, it's all right. I don't think they care so much. Nice one, Packer. You birthday, Ayrton Senna. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I take it you want to sit it out. That's all right. Thank you, mate. I hope you're well. Hello, Andrew. Andrew's in as well. Well, apparently, yeah, but it's not really my cup of tea, Lulu. But you know, if it, don't know what it could do. Like I say, I'm not firing on all cylinders, so let me try and. Hello, MCJ Dub Power. Hello, Ellie. They're all here today. It's lovely. That's not Ellie though, is it? That's JP. There's Eleanor. Hello, love. There you go. Where am I going with this? Right, so I say to her, why don't we get back to why don't you stay at my house? We have the aircon on. It's a bit, you know, it's fucking hot when you haven't got aircon. Even if you've got a hard, strong fan, it just blows hot air at you. It's horrible. It's like a sauna. Like, it's sort of worse. Not good at all. Glass dressed up as a Hugh cow and sent me nudes. she really didn't. Look at her drop. Look, she can't stop. Drop. I just want to retract that statement and let you know that Glass is not in any way interested in Hugh cows, as am I not. But we both do like to drop and sink occasionally, more than occasionally. Thank you, Emma. That's very kind of you. Very kind. Right. I do love Glass, though. Right. So we get back here. We watch Kung Fu Hustle. And then she says to me, now I'm going to encrypt this slightly just because I'm a guest in this country. And although they don't really care, I don't want to, you know, don't make a song and dance about these things and you'll be all right. But she suggested maybe partaking in plants of the lords, plants of the gods. Now, a scrub who came here on holiday 5 years ago and he's still here, he sent me a couple of these. It's like a vape, right? He said he started a business with them, and he said, if you can get a shot of any, I'll buy you a beer and we'll do well. Everyone who's tried it, even the stay highs, and there's a little bar down there, which is a stoner's bar, and the boss is just like, no eye, one eye, no eye, no eye, one eye. He's like, hey, damn, the bloke who runs a record shop, you open his door and it's like the skunk gods have farted. And both of them said to me, it's too strong. Now, that little bit of liquid in there, just in that bit there, that's it. That's all the liquid. There's not a lot left. Well, there is actually about half of it. But that's pure THC. I don't know what that stands for. I don't know what that means. It might be tetrahydrocannabinol 9. But I don't do it. I don't indulge. You know, I think the last biff I had was, well, that's not even a biff. That's pure THC. You know, it's like, there's a bit in David Foster Wallace' Infinite Jest where there's this bloke telling this other bloke about this new psychedelic. And the other bloke says, what, is it like LSD or something? And the other bloke says, nah, you take LSD to come down from this one. And that stuff is so ridiculous. Like, if you think about it, and I have done the maths, a half-second tug on that is like about half ounce of premium premium hybrid weed, half an ounce in one go, like 20 bifters. And so 2 people who don't indulge, so she suggested it, and I went, I said, I don't know. I said, I don't really want any of that tobacco or anything. I don't like tobacco. And I also don't want just neat. I mean, I've got some bits and bobs around. I've got so much weed in this house. People just keep giving it to me. She said, yeah, but if we just go, and when you breathe, it vibrates, like you charge it on a USB. So when you breathe, it sort of sets it off. So anyway, I've gone, I've given it to her, and she went, nah. And she's done that before. We went to a party once, and everyone else was drinking, and I didn't want to drink. So she said, why don't you make a joint? And I was like, all right. So I've made a joint. She said, make it really strong. I went, all right. This was like a couple of years ago. I've made it really strong. I've had about half of it. I'm just ready to go home, like, whoa. Like, I was a stay high as a young man, but that was 30 years ago. And then when I offered it to her, she went, no, there's too many people here. It was a dark night. So anyway, yesterday when she went, no, you're all right, I was like, no. She went, come on, I'm joking. So she got it, and she's trying her ab. Now remember, she's about 48 kilos. So she's trying her ab. I weigh nearly twice as much as her. So she's trying to just go, but it's not setting off the little vibrato in it. I'm saying to her, you're not having any. It's got to go. And so then she gets a bit pissed off with trying and goes, I'm going, ah! And from then on, it was insanity. The first hour was quite frightening. To be honest with you, I don't like to admit that. I like to think I've earned my narcotic stripes. But when you've got no tolerance, it's a different effect, isn't it? When I was a stay high, I'd wake up and I could have one of them first thing in the morning, and it would just be normal. But it was far from normal yesterday. After that first hour, we decided to go out for a walk. One of the lovely things about an ethno state is it's safe. It's weird, isn't it? Because everyone's got a bit of skin in the game. And so, I mean, things do happen out here, but not to me in 6 years. So we went out for a walk. And in Cambodia, you got to remember you're in Cambodia, and there's like Tokai lizards. Kukai. And, when you see a lizard that's about that big just run across the road being chased by a rat or two, and you're just like, oh, fucking hell, this is a terrible idea. And, and then you start having those really basic thoughts. Why am I in Cambodia? And I tell you what, it just didn't ease up. It did not ease up. I don't know whether there's something in that THC to do with the way it metabolizes, but if that was just a normal bifter at the same initial hit, that would have sort of gone up, plateaued, and slowly went down. But this one went. It just kept going. When we were out, we were too far out to stay out, but too far to come back. And then I'll see a couple more super chats coming. Thank you. I will deal with them. But if I stop talking, I'll forget what I'm talking about. Because I'm still out of it. This is the problem. Not like I was last night, but we were so far out of where I live. And I said to her, I think we should go back now. Do you not think? And then it was like, who's who's zooming who? Because she was sort of going, like doing like very subtle, weird faces. Like it's like she wasn't sort of going, because that doesn't freak anyone out, because you're like, yeah, you're trying to freak me out. But she's very clever and she's done it before. So she sort of just sort of does these weird little things, and I'm sort of double taking her, and then she's cracking up. So anyway, this sort of madness goes on. We get back, we polish off the cake, then we polish off the orange and poppy seed cake. Then we get on the motorbike and go and buy some durian, the king of fruits. You know, they say durian smells like shit. It doesn't. That's a myth that's been perpetuated, probably by the durian farmers to give it a reputation. It doesn't. It's a strong smelling fruit, without a doubt. But once you actually get inside, if you get a nice ripe one, it's like satin, and it changes. What's the word? It moves between velvet and satin, and then almost like a liquid. I tell you what, if you've never tried durian and you've been there, it's almost like a hypnosis where people have said to you, "Oh, it smells like shit. Who could eat that?" So when you smell it, it's just a strong smelling fruit. A lot of fruit smells strong, but then you get it into your head. Oh yeah, everyone's told me it smells like shit, but it doesn't. It smells like ripe fruit, a little bit overripe perhaps, but it tastes fantastic. But check this out: 100 grams of durian's got about 8 grams of fat in it. I was sitting there on like my third half kilo, and I said to her, "Has it got a lot of fat in it?" She went, "Yeah, loads." It's so full of fat. How does a fruit? Can anyone tell me? Are there any other fruits? I mean, this is the content you come here for. Hello, James. Hello, Mark. Now, the reason my man Mark has said that sounds perfect for a fruitarian is because Mark will remember years ago I lived on Knights Manor, and it was Mark that helped me set up. Well, I say helped me, he set up my business. And good to see you, mate. I hope it went well tonight, if you know what I mean. I'd just go down to Sainsbury's with my hands in pockets that come out the bottom and just rob a load of fruit. And I'd exist on it. I thought it was good for you to every day eat a big plastic bowl of like cherries, strawberries, mango, pineapple. And it's so bad for you eating that much fruit every day. The sugar, the acid, you know, all the fructose, it's just like, no, it's not that. Fruit is good for you, but not, not 2 liters of it every day. Avocado apparently has got a lot of fat in it. I would have said avocado's a vegetable, but just that's based on them just not being sweet. They say a tomato is a fruit, don't they? Something to do with seeds. Maybe good fat. Yeah, there is that. There is the old good fat, bad fat, isn't there? No, so hello, Cyborg. Are you new in these parts? I don't recognise the name. Apologies if I did. No, look, I'll show you. Durian fat content. In 100 grams of durian, there's 6 grams of fat, they said here. My missus said 7, so it's probably somewhere in between. Yeah, that's nuts, isn't it? 100 grams, 27 grams of carbohydrate. Anyway, if you've never had a durian, I don't know if you can get them in England. I'd be surprised if you couldn't. Hello, Pags. How are you, son? Good to see you. Is coconut high in fat? I mean, I suppose it's quite good that fruit's got fat in it, because there are certain instances in certain countries where, you do need to eat fat. Real says they're not high in carbs. 27 grams in 100 grams. A quarter. That's over a quarter. Real. That would appear to be high in carbs, unless you're talking about a different fruit. And I've missed the chat. You got to miss the chat. You got to miss the chat. Right, where are we? A couple more donations. I actually didn't read out Glasses one, which was very rude. Emma says, happy birthday, Lord Scrub. Sending love. Can't stop. Drop. Thank you, Emma. Little red drops an Ayrton Senna. Lovely. Still here then. I haven't stopped since the other night. This has been a 72-hour stream, Little Red. I'm surprised you left. Nice one. Eugipius Africanus has dropped €50. And this is how much YouTube are going to patronize you. Because you've spent the most, your donation will stay at the top of the YouTube chat for the longest, unless it's beaten. But that is very kind of you. Congratulations on your birthday. As I get older, I realize how important it is to have a good girl and how much it means. You know what? I've had Christmases on my own. I've had birthdays on my own, and I've always just given it that I don't do that. I don't want to get involved in all that culture industry nonsense. And the effort that girl, and she's going through problems with her family. There's always having problems with her family. Cambodians and families, there's always problems, but it's also beautiful a lot of the time. And she put so much effort into it and was prepared to let me go after half hour, eat the food, eat the cake, and then go and do what you want. And I just could not leave her on her own. I just thought, and you're so right. You are so right there, Mr. Africanus. I just thought she deserves rewarding, if you know what I mean. But it was lovely. It was really lovely. And you know, I've left every girlfriend I've ever had. I've never been left by a bird. And every time, as soon as I've managed to get him out of the house, I'm like, thank fuck, I'm free. If this girl left me, I'd be absolutely devastated. Now, that is probably an age thing, hers. But a bit of hers and a bit of mine. But you know, she's just so kind and compassionate and caring and sweet. And I haven't had a lot of that in my life. My relationships have been quite brutal and, you know, in their own way, quite nice. But, you know, when you're young, it's just fucking sulfate. And, you know, I'm sure that was everyone's experience. But yeah, it really does mean something. And it was amazing. So fair play and thank you for that. Channel Entertainment drops a 10-bit. Happy birthday. Thank you, Channel Entertainment. Mrs. Me in it scores on the doors. All you've got is your BFH. Get yourself something nice for your birthday. Love from the Me in It's. I'll tell you what I found. You'll like this, Mrs. Me in it. I'll show you. I think I mentioned it the other day. Here's one I prepared earlier. And I'm going to have to somehow, I know it looks like a bowl of poo, but that's about half a kilo of chocolate mousse. And if you don't think I'm going to stick my hand in that before I get back to the the fridge, you'll be wrong. I might even get a spoon in there. Birthday streaming spoonage. Oh my God. Thank you, Mrs. Me in it. Oh, fucking hell, walk into the fridge and bags and it killed me. It's that damn vape. I'll tell you what, if you are a stoner, that this is going to save you a fortune and a lot of hassle and probably your lungs as well. I'm not suggesting you do anything like that, but whew. What was I going to say about that chocolate mousse? Probably something that was not that interesting. Let me go back to what Mrs. Meanit said. No, it wasn't that. LC 350's dropped a 10 spot. Are you having a special brew on me? Well, if you ain't, have one on you. That'd be lovely. Hope you're well, mate. JP has dropped an Ayrton Senna. Happy birthday, brother. Stop trying to get me back on the lamb's bread. I don't know what to say. Nice one, John. You're a legend in these parts. Right, listen. I haven't got a lot working. It really took it out of me. Do you remember when you're like 15, 16, you start smoking weed regularly? I can remember having a chat with a mate and saying, do you think all this weed, well, it was mainly hashish back then. Do you think all this hashish smoking is making you feel like you're living in a dream, like even when you're not stoned, like the next day? And then you just don't care about that and end up a crackhead. Well, I kind of feel like that. Well, I haven't ended up a crackhead. Oh, I'll tell you what, if I could not watch my girlfriend smoke crack, it would make me cry. It would break my heart to see her do anything like that. She told me that when she was sex working, some punter give her ketamine. And there was a bit of me wanted to go and find him and break his legs. Nah, man. Nah. I mean, I know it's a bit like double standards, but as if I do ketamine now. We used to inject it. Which isn't, I don't advise it, especially not in a strip bar in the Isle of Dogs at midday on a Thursday. You know, where the bird comes around with a pint glass and you all have to put a couple of pence in it. And then only when she's got enough money does she get on the stage. It's just a table with a velvet cloth over it that rocks. When she gets too near the side, you're like, oh, steady, love. And she got to us and we're just all tripping on intravenous ketamine. And there's just like a pretty much a naked woman standing there with a pint glass, looking so glum and dejected, like her life. You know, these are just navvies on their lunch break going to this bar to see a bit of Fanny. It's not like I imagine. You know, I adore sex workers, but I feel like she didn't. That's my point. And when she got to us, we couldn't work it out. Like most, if you don't know about ketamine, I imagine a special case here, but ketamine is a painkiller. Like if you snort ketamine, and don't, by the way, I've got to keep saying that because, you know, if you snort ketamine, you can get a pin and just stick it through your arm and not feel a thing. So it's a painkiller. But if you can work out your body weight and all that, you can enter the K-hole when it becomes a psychedelic. That's fucking weird. But there's a weird bit between it being a painkiller and it being a psychedelic where it's just made you really stupid. Like the K-hole's quite something, you know. It's a bit of a DMT light sort of thing. But the bit in between when it's just like five blokes sitting there with their pints, don't even know how to talk to each other, and someone tries, they're like, see football Saturday afternoon, and everyone's like, hey. And then nothing happens for 10 minutes, and someone will go, I've always thought my trousers were too long. And like your best mates, you know. So this bird comes over, Starkus, Jimmy Menarcus, and she just holds this pint glass out, and it's got loads of pound coins in it. And we're all just looking at it. I don't want to see her Fanny 3 feet away tripping on ketamine. I don't want to see it. And I've only got notes on me anyway, and she ain't having those. And this geezer Richard, he put his hands in his pocket, he pulled out a load of shrapnel, took him about 10 minutes. He gave her 8p. he was looking, he put one of the 5s in, a 2 and a 1. And she just looked at him, 8p. Shows you Fanny love is 8p. That was all she got from 7 blokes, 6 or 7 of us, I think there was. Now, we weren't tight bastards. We just didn't know what was going on. We'd been there before, but we were chemically challenged, and so we couldn't work it out. But I tell you what, when she got on that stage and was going, we were all going, oh, I don't know about that. And then one of the geezers we were with, he thought he'd pulled her. He done the old, I've got, you know what? Once the beers took over, he started going to her. He's like, I've got 5 grams of Peruvian flake here if you want a bit. And she was like, yeah, all right, nice bit of powder if you're into that sort of thing. And so she keeps doing the off with one of his wraps of 1 gram, and it keeps coming back like, oh, you had most of it. And she's like, yeah, we can take the last few back to my pad. Like he thinks he's pulled her, and he's telling us, he's like, I've pulled her. And it's like, how much of that you got left? He's like, just the 1. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she says, she comes up to him, she says, right. She says, wait there, I'll just go and get changed and I'll come and get you. And she went to the ladies' toilets, never to be seen again. Just climbed out the window. Right. Thank you all very much for the super chats. I'll have a little look on Entropy. Oh, yes, the eunuch. Long time no see. There was, yes, the eunuch dropped a lady Godiva on Entropy and said, happy birthday. Thank you, Yes. That's very kind. I bet you were sitting there thinking, I bet he's not going to check it. He's not going to check it. He says he does, but he doesn't. And I am going to refresh my that as well. No, we're good there. Right, let's see if some people want to come in and have a chat. You can come in. You can say anything you want. Hello, Floella Benjamin. Eleanor digs my tales. Jeff wants to know if he ever found himself in there. I don't know what that means, but it does fit the nature of the story. Oi, talking about nature of the story, I don't plan my stories, right? I have an idea. I've got my voice. I create a character, and I just take him on a journey and give him loads of problems. That's how I write. I'm writing this short story about a boy who woke up and realized he was God. But because I haven't had time to write it, I've had time to think about it, and I've got the ending. And I've never had this problem of getting from A. I told you all this the other night, I think. I've never had the problem of getting from A to B before. And it's just skills I don't possess. It's causing me real dramas. I feel like I'm really sort of overcompensating. No, I'm compensating my storytelling abilities because I've got to adjust them to fit an ending. But I suppose that's a bit of learning, isn't it? But I'll certainly be trying to avoid it again. Here we go, people. Hello, Baz. Hello, Honey Monster. Hello, Lloyd Rising. Right, there you go. It will probably be one person at a time because it gets out of hand and I'm a bit fluffy. At the end of this stream, I might have a little tug of this so you can see me go into the wrongosphere. Oh, excuse me. Colonel Custard is here, apparently. There he is. Hello, sir. Packer.
Hello.
Did you not want to do the full stream, so you just come in to say hello, or did we just have a breakdown of communication?
Yeah, no, I didn't say I wouldn't. It's just, it's your birthday. You should just, I thought, you know, you don't need me sat here saying nothing.
I prefer it with you, though. But
well,
I don't want you to ever feel obliged. Do you know what I mean? I mean that. I don't want you ever to think, I just sometimes want to watch it. If ever you just want to watch it, just say, I just want to watch it. All right.
I have just been watching it. It's been all right.
Nice to see you.
Oh, fuck.
And you tried to do it out of screen as well. You tried to do a little tester.
Oh, I thought about it. I was wrong.
I don't hear what you say. Do you know that? Every time you talk, I just go, yeah.
Am I not coming through loud and clear? Is it shit?
It's just I don't listen to you.
Oh, that's fine then.
There you go. Right. So hello Baz, hello Mike, hello Metro at the agency. Don't see him much. Who's that? Mark says just no talking penises.
Right.
What's he talking about? Oh, I get you. Sorry, Metro says that's unusual. Packer being on. Don't see him much. He's the co-host. He's the co-host with the most. John Falstaff into the metavar. Hello, Woodlander. Just see how it ends. Might be better than the one you've got. What's he talking about there, Packer?
I don't know. I missed that one.
He usually talks sense. And I'm not saying he isn't now, but maybe I've... Oh, no, he's talking about the writing. Ah, yeah, good call. Because that was something I thought. I thought, forget the ending and do what I usually do. But it's almost like I've over... It's weird when you write, or you'll know this, Woodlander, you'll do some kind of job or some kind of project. It's the sunk cost fallacy. You put so much time and effort or money into something that although in your head you know, nah, just scrap it. Because you've put time, effort and or money into it, you keep putting more time, money and or effort into it. Whereas really you should just say, but yeah, that's a good call. But it's nearly done anyway. It's nearly done. And I really want to get it out because I want to get another one of those letters to my dead dad out because I want a book of those. I want a book of 30 or 40 of those. Anyway, good call. That is a good call. Mousecat, hello, mate. Compromising or compensating? Probably a bit of both. Probably a bit of both, in fairness. Jess says to Colonel Custard, who has got the conversation round to Jess's nighttime wear in about 2 messages, which has got, you know, that respect due.
He's on fire.
In Cambodia, the ladies, a lot of the ladies, the girls from like, you know, toddlers up to old women, they wear pajamas out in the streets during the day, but not in bed. It's a really weird thing that it's almost like a Cambodian secret. You get here and you're like, that woman in that cafe over there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon is wearing pajamas.
Well, it's like that on the council estate here. They all go pick their kids up in their pajamas.
Do they really?
Some do, yeah.
I mean, I can understand it here with the heat and that, but that's fucking lazy, isn't it, over there?
Yeah. I remember sitting in my van one lunchtime. I was having lunch, working at someone's house. I was sat in my van.
Lunch.
Having a sandwich or something. And then I could see him. I was on a council estate and I could see like 2 or 3 women come out of a house, pajamas, dressing gown, across the road, slippers, into another house.
Oh, no, that's not so bad. If they're going from house to house. But
no, do they go to school as well like that? They just don't get dressed. Some of them.
When you put it like that ain't all bad, is it?
I mean, there's occasion. Well, it's a bit Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah, but I quite like those birds. I like those. Well, not the Jeremy Kyle birds, but I do like working class birds. They're filth, aren't they? They're up for it. Know what I mean? Right. So someone else can come in because Packer. This is going to sound bad. Packer
Just now,
doesn't
get
count.
Ugg boots.
Packer doesn't count as a guest. What you saying?
Mouse, he's on about. Do they still wear the Ugg boots? Yes, they're called slag wellies, I believe.
Where they let the heel go right under.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah. That's
like-
the one. Yeah, they all hold on to themselves. Horrible things.
No, they remind me of the 1980s. What were they like? Kind of like a faux velvet, all-in-one tracksuit. What was it called? Someone in the chat will know. One of the older ladies will probably know. Was it Sam tracksuits? You know what, Mike? You might be right. You may well be right, actually, because like the brass do tend to wear pajamas in brothels. No, not the shell suits. They were more like I think it was a Sam tracksuit. It was a certain make you had to have. Everyone's going for shell suit. Nah, that was your scouse fucking drug dealer that moved into your house who wore those. Well, 5 particular ones who moved into my house anyway. Right, here, I'll put the link in if anyone else wants to come in. So, did you enjoy my birthday, Packer? Don't answer that because Cyborg at 1320 has dropped a Lady Godiva and he says this. My brother received a severe reprimanding from a busker after dropping 2 pence in his cap when we were about 10. Also, yes, I've been here since the Three Stooges. Apologies, my friend, for not remembering your name. Nice one on the Lady Godiva. I've busked. I've played the guitar in the street very badly. I got paid to leave. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but I did. The fruit and veg stall said, we'll give you a £5 if you fuck off home today. I said tenner, and I think we got it down to about £6.50 and some bananas in the end. But if someone's going to give you some money, you don't reprimand them for that, especially if they're kids. Jared. Hello, Jared. Jared said leotard. No, there wasn't girls walking around in the 80s in leotards. Gimp suit. Hello, Otto. No. That's it, Jeff. That's it. They were mostly in the brown end of the colour spectrum. Hello, Charlie. I didn't know you were here, son. Well, maybe you weren't. You just turned up. Incredible. Debatable Lands Ratcher says, I was burnt with a gallon of petrol in a shell suit, stuck to my legs, bastard stuff.
Ooh.
I'm guessing the gallon of petrol might have been the worst part of the two, but yeah, they're like fake. There's no natural fibers in a shell suit, which is weird because they call them a shell suit, isn't it? So, Packer, how comes we can see you today? Is it because it's night time, so you've got a light?
Yeah, there's light isn't streaking in behind me, so I've got the main light on and me other light, and here I am.
And Eleanor has remembered the brand Naf Naf. Yeah, it was called.
Was that the tracksuit? Naf Naf.
I think Sam was one, and Naf Naf was another one. Although Naf Naf might have been the one I used in my school project. Wait, I know I've told this one before, but just if anyone hasn't heard it, it is a classic. So we had one of these crappy sort of New Britain. Packer, you probably had it because we're roughly the same age, aren't we? I don't even know how old I am. It turned out today. They were trying to put vocational courses into state comps because they realised, state comps were set up to make workers. That's what they were for. You can go and check it out. It's all there. They denied it. It was funded, Rockefellers, all that lot. We don't want a nation of intellectuals. We want a nation of workers. State comprehensive. That's what it's for. Why am I talking about that again, Packer?
What? Why we wanted a nation of workers? I don't know, Chris. Tracksuits. Last thing I remember.
Cyball, thanks for that donation, by the way. I don't know if I thanked you. Oh, yeah. So we had this class, and it was something like, it was called something ridiculous like design technology just rubbish, you know. It didn't mean anything. Design, communication and technology, DCT or something like that. Even the tutors didn't know what it was, right? So we've got this art teacher. I quite liked him, actually, Mr. Vieck. And he said, right, the project for this half term is to come up with a business, an idea for a business. Now, you know, we weren't Eton. My school was called the Downs. There was like 34 kids in each class, one textbook between 4 kids. It was just jokes, you know. And all they really wanted you to do was have an idea for a business, but not properly, not like any budgeting or anything. We're going to make cakes and sell them at the Fate. And the company is called Fate Cakes. And there's the logo. That basic, right? Because they thought we were all stupid. And in fairness, a lot of us were. And there was this bloke called Giles. Real weird bloke. He was the 5th year porn dealer. He had a locker full of VHS. And, you know, for 20p, he'd give you one. And, well... it'd give you some rotten VHS that, you know, everyone in your year had watched several times. But that was it. And he had terrible acne, poor bloke. Not just acne, like Bukowski kind of boils and weeping pimples. You know, that's got to be an hard life for, you know, like a 14, 15-year-old kid. And his project, so we get to the end of the course and no one's really done any work. You know, my one was called something like, I think it was something like naff or something like that. It was one word repeated, and it was all I'd done was a logo. That was it. Like 6 weeks work. I'm going to sell clothes at Dartford Market, and it's called this. But Giles, he actually went to some effort to make us all laugh. And he stood up there, quite a shy bloke. He wasn't all sort of bombastic and like loud. He was quite quiet and, like I say, spotty. He's somewhat hunched over. His deportment wasn't the best. And he sort of stood up and he had this book in his hands. And he went, okay, he said, my business... He said, you know, weddings, you know, you get wedding photography where you photograph everyone, like the bride and groom and the family, and then you do a few different shots and cutting the cake and all that. He went, well, it's very similar to that, perfect comedy timing. Just as he said, it's very much like that. He turns the book round. There's a coffin on the cover with a cadaver in it. And he went, commercial funeral photography. He started opening it up and there was just like pictures of people mourning. And I'll tell you what though, to this day, I wouldn't put it past someone. Maybe some Orthodox or some, you know, one of these religions that I don't know much about. Whoa, that got me out of that one easy. But yeah, he said it, commercial funeral photography. He said, you know, you have your loved one on the cover in the coffin and you can, you know, have everyone crying and that. And then at the end, of course, it's the wake. And everyone was absolutely cracking up, even the tutor. Fair play for making the effort. But Mark will know this. Mark will probably know the details a bit more. Someone found an unprocessed, remember in those days, if you took photos, you needed what were they called?
Negative.
Film.
Roll of negative.
Yeah. It was a roll of negatives on that little thing, wasn't it? And you sent it to Boots and they sent you back your photos. But we had a dark room, well, we did, and one of the tutors did in the science room. And in what younger people need to realise is, anyone in the 70s or 80s that had their own dark room, see, look, Packer's already laughing. Whatever lie they pretended that was for, it was actually for photos of their wife and their wife's sister at it. It was the only reason you'd want to take black and white photos. You know, no one could afford color photography. You know, that's a different thing altogether. And so this Giles geezer finds this undeveloped roll of film, and he developed it and put the contacts, you know, when you put just the negative on the bit of photographic paper and you can just shine a light on it and you can see all the photos, but they're tiny. They were really suspect. They weren't proper porn, I'll give him that, but they were photographs of women from in magazines, but like no head or legs, essentially photographs of bum fannies. He made his own little, yeah. And can you imagine the day he got into his
Have you checked who's running that company, Chris?
What one? The bum fannies?
Yeah, makes bum fannies.
Yeah, it's I was talking to someone.
Funny if it turned out it was him, wouldn't it?
Oh, I see what you're saying. What, the tutor or the geezer that nicked the negatives? Giles, his name was. Mark, can you remember Giles's surname? I would have loved to have reviewed that bum fanny. They told me to name my price as well, but the Cambodian government would have brought that round to my house and said, I don't think so. What's this for? Just touching. Just a stroke, like a pet.
It's art. I'm going to make a lamp out of it.
There you go. Well, now you say it, though, if you could get some kind of illumination inside, it would make quite a nice talking point.
I was just thinking about changing the bulbs.
No, you're going to have to give me more. I'm just thinking about wiring it up. I actually want one now. I want a bum fanny light. Exactly.
Upside down with 2 bulbs in it. Job's a good one.
Oh, you want a DP bum fanny? Don't pretend you don't know what that is. Baz says very strange burkini. I don't know what that means. I know what a burkini is. Isn't that what Borat wore?
No, that was a mankini.
Jeff wants to know who still carries cash around. I mean, dark days for buskers, but check this out, Jeff. Out in Cambodia, the kids who've got like alcoholic or ice addicted parents, or they just don't work or whatever, they're sent out to work. Like when you go to the red light district, there's like 5-year-old kids walking around like just trying to beg up money. But some of them sell things like, you know, I don't know, chewing gum, crammers is quite a good one they sell. And I've always been all right. I mean, if I've got a few real on me, which is my currency, I'll just give them, you know, 50p or $1 or something, and just go on. I don't want any chewing gum or anything. My girlfriend's very generous to them because she used to do that when she was their age, and they speak fluent English. And some of them will do Italian. You know, they'll come up to you and go, "Hey man, you want to buy some chewing gum?" You're like, "Whoa!" And they'll say, "Yeah, I can do Italian." They'll also go, "Oh, quana bestos, you want French?" And they can speak, you know, because they've been doing it since they were 3, and they're like 8 or something now, and they can speak all these languages. But oh man, all that THC has rotted my brain. One of them wasn't selling a bum fanny, that's for sure. If I forget about it, I'll come back to it. I'll get it. Oh, yeah, right. Who still carries cash around? So, about 3 weeks ago, one of those kids has come up to me. I'm at a cafe, and he's trying to sell me something. And I said to him, Knyom at min loy bong. Knyom at min loy bong. Nangai bong. But you have to say it like that. And you really do. If you go, Knyom at min loy bong, they'll just look at you. But if you go, Knyom at min loy bong. Nangai bong. That means I haven't got any cash, mate. I haven't, mate. And he put his hand in and he brought out what are those things called? Fucking hell, we've had
Lanyard.
He brought a lanyard out with his ABA scanner on it, so that everything over here you can scan with your phone and pay by the Cambodian bank. And he went, "I've got ABA," and I was like, "Fucking hell, man!" So he caught me out there. But I suppose, I mean, begging. If you're going to be begging in a world where the cash is disappearing, you've got to adapt. Those who can adapt to the changing situations. If you haven't got an ABA QR code, people don't walk around with money in Cambodia anymore. I haven't taken a debit card, a credit card, or cash out with me unless I know I'm going to tip someone at some point. Because you can do everything on your phone. You can take money out of the ATM with your phone. Can you do that in England? Is that not something that's special?
I don't know, mate. I use cash for reasons, because cash is king. I use cash because it's none of anybody else's fucking business what I spend my money on.
I understand
so
that.
I use cash.
I do understand that, but it can. It's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. I would prefer a society where you have the choice, and I think they are. I think they're going to stop that. But people, Bitcoin will take over cash anyway, because you can spend. If I met you in the street and perchance wanted to make a purchase from you. I could give you Bitcoin while we're having a cup of tea, and there you go. No one knows what I've spent or what you've sold or whatever. So I think that it's still a good time to buy Bitcoin, people. I've told people this at $70, $700, $7,000, $70,000. It's still a good time to buy it. We've just had the halving, which means the people who mine Bitcoin are getting half as much Bitcoin for their money. But Bitcoin will likely save, it's almost like a zeitgeist kind of thing. As the powers that be try and remove cash from our existence, from the ways of being, well, Bitcoin has come up, which will replace it, but in a digital form. But no one knows what you're buying, and it's anonymous as well. I mean, you can find it out if you really, really go it, but you can also cover it up if you really, really want to. So, Pags remembers a wasp in a bucket of blood, a bowl of blood, unless you're making some kind of joke. But they didn't like that tune.
Yeah, I remember
a couple of lines. You've never heard it?
No, I have. Yeah, no, I remember it. How could I forget?
I don't think I've got the voice for it anymore. I didn't have it then. Oh, what's been a bowl of blood? Struggles as I can't remember how it goes. I can remember the lyrics though. A wasp in a bowl of blood struggles as its wings get stuck. And everyone says you can't do anything, but not me. I dive straight in because it's the best wasp I've ever seen. Yeah. And we're laughing, and laughing is good. I knew that it would be because my mum said it was, yeah. I mean, you've either got the genius lyrics or you haven't. And I think it's fair to say, in that instance, I haven't. Pack, are you making a roll-up?
I am, yeah.
Nice. Are you on the licorice Rizzler?
No, just the normal Rizzler. I'm trying to cut down. That's what the vape's about. I'm trying to,
I saw you vaping, and I was... Is that a new thing? Is it the vape?
Relatively, yeah.
I don't know about that crossover lark, but if it works... I mean, it is fucking bad for you, that tobacco. Burnt nicotine. But it's so nice.
I'm the sort of smoker, when I have a break, I'll light a fag, roll a fag, light it, and then I'll sit and smoke another one, and then I'll go back to work. So I've halved all that,
Okay.
So I'll sit and roll a fag, light it, have a few drags, and I'll sit there vaping. Then finish me fag and go
Well,
in.
Mark, who was here earlier, he's given up smoking and he's given up the jazz cigarettes. And I'm so... Oh, is he giving up the jazz cigarettes? They might have the odd one here and there. But I said to him when he was struggling with the snout, I said to him, get a vape. He said, nah, man, I'll see you on those streams. It's fucking stuck to your mouth all the time. And I went, yeah, I really like it. There's no nicotine in here, though, which is weird. There you go, though. I'll tell you what, it's lovely to see so many of you on my birthday stream. I know I haven't got a lot to offer.
Did you put the thing up for someone to come on other than just me?
Well, there's nothing wrong with just you. I'll put the link in there now if anyone wants to come on. Cyborg said, oh, no, we've had that one. Jared, my old mucker, drops a lady in. Thank you for offering to send you email. You probably don't remember. I'm trying to get my shit together. Thank you for offering me to send you email. I don't remember, Jared. Is it a substance problem or is it a business thing you wanted some advice with? I'm always happy to help on those two things, e-commerce or drug problems. If you've got drug problems and you want to chat with me, I'll Skype you. Unless you're drunk. That's just, I just draw a line there because it's not worth it. And when I did used to do that, it's like 3 hours of someone going, and they've forgotten it. And it's a waste of time. And I could be giving that time to someone who needs it. But no, Jared, whatever it is, if I offered you something, that offer still stands. Ultra Mega Essex boy, my man Maltra. All together, Scrubs. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christopher. Happy birthday to you. That's very kind of you. Very kind. It really was weird. Like, I was actually really chuffed. I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but my missus sprung a birthday on me, and it couldn't have been more fun.
Oh, really. She played you like a fiddle, Chris.
No, she done me right up, and it was excellent.
Yeah. Oh, now you can go and do whatever you want. Oh, yeah, I'm going now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said. And then she bent over and yeah. Albatross has dropped 10 bit. Happy birthday, Chris. Happy birthday to you, Albert. Oh no, it don't work like that, does it? Look, I'm not all here. I might have a tug of that at the end of the stream so you can see how weird I get. But I promise you, I'll just get scared and go, nah, fuck this, see you later. That's a warning. But, I mean, it's 4 o'clock in the morning here. I've got to work tomorrow. Fucking hell. Moaning show. Thank you, Mega Essex boy. Thank you, Albert. And thank you, Jared. Let me just check that. Brick Dictator has dropped a 10-bit into entropy. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Put the bum fanny folks in touch with me if they still want an ad. Good call. I will do. They do want you to add, because I've seen other channels advertising it. And like let's see it. Let's dig one out. I've just got to remember the name of the right. What do I search for this? Nice one, Brick Dictator, for the entropy donation. I'm just trying to find out. Oh, it's called something like.
What's it made of?
I don't know. I'm not going to admit to knowing anything, any details.
Whatever it is, sex toy, isn't it?
Yeah, but the company. Oh, I need to add it. Then it's something like Lintally or Lintally. But it'll probably be more sort of seductive than that. Oh, Tin Can Alley don't sound like a very attractive sex toy. Hang on. Oh, I nearly had it. Anyone in the chat know the one I mean? It's not Dirty Fanny. No. Oh, what was it called? Hello, Tricky Woo. It's a fair point.
42 says turd flinging monkey will have a review.
Turd flinging monkey. Someone's told me about him. Hang on. I think I know it. Hang on. Adult sex toys. Right, I'm just going to put that in, and I'll find out the name when I get there, because there can't be too many. And of course, there's fucking thousands. Our
The
society.
Wankmaster 5,000.
Is that a real thing?
No, it's what Mark McCoy's just put in the chat.
Good call, Mark. Oh, I nearly had it then. Hang on. Check this out. I've got a mate, a very close mate, right? He said to me the other day, I was talking to him about doing streams about porn and that, and that I've knocked it on the head. And he went, well, Pornhub's fucked now anyway, innit? I went, well, what do you mean? He went, well, in the old days, you used to be able to meet people on there and go and fuck them. And I was like, he went, yeah, that's how I met my wife. I went, what? He went, yeah. He said there used to be an amateur section, and there'd be amateurs on there doing their bit, and you could write to them and say. He said to me one night, he typed in his local area, the name of it, and these few birds come up, and he went, do you want to meet up? And they've been together about, I think, 10, 15 years now. Mark, are you still here? Look at JP finding it hilarious. See you later, little red.
It takes all sorts, though, doesn't it?
Well, they're still getting on, JP says it's called OnlyFans now. Ellie says, I've just realised that Emma G and Emma Glass are two different ladies. Two very different ladies, but I tell you what, that Emma sandwich would be wonderful. Yeah, Mark, so did you hear what I just said about a close friend of mine meeting his missus on Pornhub on the amateur site? I'm going to encrypt it so you know who it is. He won't mind because he'll know that no one knows. You know the fella that fixes the EPGs? No shit. I could not. Oh, there you go. I must have already told you. Right, hang on, people. I'm just going to find this. Oh, it's called something like Tintally or something. Tantally. That sounds like it, doesn't it? Tantally clothing shop. Oh, that looks like it's in Germany. Although, it's something like Tantally. Oh, someone help us out. There's 90 people here. Oh, when you say you heard, you meant you heard me tell the story. But yeah, it's him. Yeah, amazing, huh? Sounds like a place in Wales. That's where all the bum fannies come from. I didn't find anything under Tantally. Tantally lace and a pretty face and a pretty smile and a bum fanny. Oh, man, you would not believe how many of these shops. I'm even getting vibrators for sale in Walgreens. That's not even a joke.
So this is now Chris looks at sex toys on the internet live.
Go on, fill in the space for us, son. Go on.
His lair in Cambodia.
I think I might have found it. No, Dear Lady. It sort of sounded how weird that it's called Dear Lady and there's no females available. Just plastic. I would have
fake vagina. You not?
I don't know if I want to.
Well, you don't want to.
Oh, there's a sex shop.
Hey?
There's a sex shop here and it's called Too Timid. Oh
Bit
my
off.
God. Oh, how many more of these I look at? They're making me lose faith in humanity. Right, hang on. It won't be fake, it'll be imitation female genitalia. The first one that come up was Wikipedia. No, I'm afraid I can't find it.
Sex torso.
Glass says, tell him about the Baldo. I don't know what the Baldo is, Glass. What have I done there? Oh, this is just dead time now, isn't it? I'm going to give it another 15
Is it like
seconds.
something else that ends in dough?
No, it's something like Tantilly or it's got like a little devil's tail as a graphic. How did I find it last time? Right, I'm going to put female torsos sex shop. Fucking Amazon and AliExpress. As expected. I found it! Tantilly! Found it! Not Tantilly, Tantallies. Right, so Brick Dictator. Let me go to the Dole Academy. No. Here we go. I found it. I found the actual bum fanny. Right, I have to give this warning. I'll take glass off the screen because it's not fair. This will probably be quite unpleasant viewing, but I've found. So this is the company, Brick Dictator. It's I'll put the link in the chat, and then probably get yeeted. Brick Dictator. It's in the chat, but I will write to them if you really want me to. Are you sure that's your audience, or you just want the filthy lucre? Jess says bad dragon. What's going on here? Oh, these ladies know things that I know little about.
If you go to their website and enter the special code DANGER, you will get 10% off of your female torso.
I found this is what they wanted me to. I wasn't going to show you this, was I? I was going to show you someone reviewing it, right? But now I know the shop name, and I'll tell you what, it's grotesque. And I would have got chopped out of Cambodia.
Is it this, Chris? Is it like?
Hang on. You cancel that. Hang on, I can't see you. No, it's more vulgar. I mean, I'm looking at it now, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It just goes on and on. I'll get the hottest bird. I mean, these are unboxings. Oh, I tell you what, there's some top birds going to play with them, though. But this is the funny thing, that they're just in it for the lucre, and I get that. You know, you've got to earn some money. But the one I watched, she's got 2 fingers, and she was going, I mean, that's a real anus, and that's not going to stretch or tear for a long time to come. But we'll have a look at this one. Dole unboxing. I mean, in fairness, this video, what we lose with the Tantally bum fanny, well, it's quite obvious what we gain. What the Lord taketh with one hand, he giveth back with his other. So, but if you are triggered by such things, hang around and get over it. So this is the product they want you. Are you going to be able to do a job this good with it, Brick Dictator? Let's see.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm filming a mystery doll unboxing. If you would like to keep on watching, give it a thumbs up. And
she literally said a mystery girl unboxing.
I'm laughing at give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, did you notice she said, if you want to keep watching? I mean, what is the IQ level of people who watch these? Oh, I've got to give you a thumbs up to keep watching. I didn't know YouTube worked like that.
subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Without further ado,
I don't think I'll be missing any of your future videos anyway.
let's get into the video. From February 27th.
But the best bit is when they, you know, she wants more work from this company, so they pretend it's actually good. But as you're about to see, oh my God, it's like a baby. I mean, this is a child's bum fanny, and that is totally, look at the size of it. In fairness, my missus has got, I can get my hands like that around my girlfriend's waist, but there's something a little bit dodge there. But are you really up for this, Brick Dictator? I've never seen Packer staring at the screen with such...
Well, she has got one incredibly big
He
hand.
leant back when I said that. He tried to get it, play it all cool.
They do have different models.
I've got a big
Cecilia
screen.
weighs just under 20.
I mean, look at the size of that. Please.
That hand.
Well, just the actual thing. That, I mean, I've never seen a cross section of a real lady, so I'm not. Oh, I've only just noticed she's got a hand chair. Why is she not in the hand chair? Why is she in the fucking local RAF hall chair?
Pounds. Like, you're never going to be able to get a 20-pound girlfriend, so might as well get this one.
You're never going to be able to get a 20-pound girlfriend, so you might as well get that one. Yeah, I mean, that's logic. Look at it. You're never going to be able to have sex with a 3-year-old, so you might as well get this instead.
Look at that bounce. She does not have a torso. She does not have boobies. But what she does have...
Yeah, she's not strictly a she. I'm just going to point that out.
Is the golden...
I've got to say, one bunny ear flopped down. That ain't happening. You know, attention to detail, please.
It's pink. No matter what size your willy is, she will accommodate. And all sizes. So, getting back to how she looks and feels, her booty is the star of the show. I must say, her skin...
It's a child's bum. It's a child's bum. Jessica says Scrubs in the East will be familiar with the S3X shop on the side of the A12. Happy birthday, Chris. Well, there you go. If anyone wants to give us some more information about the... Oh, I see what you've done. Sorry, you've encrypted it. Let's see what she does with this. Are you sure, Brick Dictator?
It is so soft. Definitely a handful here.
It might be soft, but there's no human there.
I did put a little red thong on her, and it fits so nice. I think her booty is perfect. It's like not too much, but also like not too little. So you definitely have a lot to grab. I love how they actually...
Look at its legs, Packer. Look at those. Look. And as I said last time, if I literally saw, I'll show you in a minute. I'll take you through all the... We won't watch them all, obviously, but they are really pushing these, which tells me they sell. There is a big market in these. There are people at home. They get home from the boozer and they get in. They go, "Where are you, Jennifer? Come on, Jenny. I know you're hiding." What they mean is they can't remember where they threw her last time they spuffed in it. Didn't clean it out. A little bit of mold in there. And then they're just sitting there going, "Tell me you love me. Tell me you love me." It's just gross. I mean, with the Hugh Cow stuff, I actually accepted that different people have different fetishes. But when I spoke about how fetishes actually separate people, or at least have the potential to separate people, this kind of thing doesn't even try. I mean, look at it. Look what's on offer and look who's presenting it. It's like, this isn't a good advert. Look what you can't have, but you can have this for 20 quid.
It took like abs down here, like all the way down to her belly button, and it's like legit. It feels like a very fit girl that goes to the gym. Like super, super nice. I like the abs. And then also, if you want to grab here, you're not going to mess her up. So you can really
I don't think they let children in the gym.
throw her around and get wild. So I think that's the beauty of these dolls. You can truly do whatever you want to do with them.
No, you can't. You can't. You are so limited. Now look, here, hopefully this will go back to the actual page. Right, can you see the page? Thank you for that, Jess. I don't know about that shop on the other side of the A12. But look how many of these, and these are all Tantillis. Look, Tantally. Oh, this one's a boob bump, Fanny. Another one, Tantally. Another, hang on, that's a weird one. I don't know what's going on there.
Take your cursor down. That's it.
Look at this. Yeah, look at that's. I can't see what's going on with. Oh, what's going on with that one?
And then the rest.
She's tried to make it look like her. Yeah. It's like an optical illusion. It's like one and a fifthsome. Darling, can we have a threesome? No, but we can have a two. We can have a 2.1. Look how many there are. Look at this one. She's holding it like it's her baby.
Oh, she's made a lamp out of that one. I told you that was a good idea.
What? A lamp? Yeah. Put a little bulb in there. There you go. It's actually caused her to fall asleep. There you go. Look at this geezer's face. Look, he knows he's stolen.
Recently, I got an email from a company that said, "Hey, Taylor."
Let's see what he actually says. Can you hear that, people? Let's see what he says and how he tries to blag the selling of his soul. But this video's had nearly 600,000 views, people. That's my concern. Only 2,000 likes, though. Let's see what he says. He looks dodgy, doesn't he?
Recently, I got an email from a company that said, "Hey, Taylor, we make high-end life-size sex dolls. Could we send you one so you could make an authentic reaction video from it?" To which I said, "Yes, absolutely. Please send me your authentic life-size."
No, you lie, because they also sent me the same email, and the bit that got me was when they said name your price, and you omitted that bit, didn't you, mate?
Sex doll. I've never seen anything like it, and I will definitely make a reaction video from looking at it and using it for the first time. So that's the backstory to how this video came about. And everything you're about to watch was filmed a couple days ago after I drank a huge cup of mate and cacao. So it's a little bit extra. And I hope you enjoy. Gentlemen, for you today, I have in this box a full life-size sex doll. And I also have my girlfriend,
hello,
Naima, here to be a professional woman. And she's going to give you the professional woman's opinion on this as well.
Yes, I am.
Neither of us have actually seen.
It's weird because my gaydar was buzzing a bit then. I would have had him down as a Bondre all day long. Yeah, there you go, Jeff. It's exactly that. It's like, you know, when you're like 11 years old and you're experimenting. Jeff says, where's it gone? The shame I feel after just having a wank, 10 seconds after jizzing into one of those, I think I'll top myself. Yeah, it's just, and then you don't clean it because you've got to cope with petty more for a grander time longer. But then next time you go back to it, oh, it's got last week's stuff still in it, growing mushrooms and all types of fungi.
Or touched a sex doll in person ever before. You're going to get our first real reaction right now. And first impressions. Whoa. All right. First impressions. This thing is heavy. Holy.
First impressions. Western civilization has gone down the pan.
Damn. Can you grab the box? 1, 2, 3. Good Lord. Oh, wow. All right. Tantally also sent some accessories.
Sexy. Look at a pair of them. I can't believe it.
Also totally inconspicuous. It does not say sex doll lube or sex doll cleaning kit. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oi, people, you know I keep saying this, and I say it because it's true. If I had told them to send that to me, that would have got caught at Cambodian customs, because everything I get sent here, FedEx, UPS, DHL, the lot, everything's open, because they don't want people smuggling things in and out of the country. They check everything. Even a pack, like a bottle of vitamins is open, the seal's broke, they've snapped a couple of them. If I'd have had that sent here, I guarantee that would have come to my house with Cambodian officials, and that would have probably been the start of me leaving the country. And I mean that. And I'm glad about that. You can't buy porn out here. You can't go to a mini mart and buy porn mags or anything. It's just not a thing here. And that's what I was saying about this the other night. You know, I don't believe in censorship. Healthy societies wouldn't need these things. And you know, the Southeast Asian female approach to sex and sexuality is so much more mature than a lot of Western female sexuality. And I am talking about the younger people, you know, late teens and 20s, because they've been brainwashed into thinking that it's something else. But I'm quite proud that Cambodia would see that as a threat to its cultural position and just say, nah. And then if I said, yeah, but they're paying me, that would have been even worse. They'd have said, no, you can fuck off. So I'm glad I didn't. Anyway, let's fast forward it and see if he actually, oh my God, I can't show you that. But to earn his money, he's got to say something sort of positive about it. So let's see what he says here.
Authentic human connection, like the sound of your partner's breath in your ear, you know, like the smell of their armpits while you're having sex with them, like the smell of their vagina or whatever your partner's genitals are, like the smell of their body, that, like all of that, like there's like, this is cold to the touch right now in this room where we are, and my skin is warm, like the warmth of your partner, the natural lubrication that comes from your partner, the consciousness connection, the energetic connection that you share with another person, like that's something that you can only share with something else that's actually truly alive.
Well spotted. What are you saying? It's not a real woman. I'm kind of glad he's pointed that out, aren't you, Packer?
Yeah, I think we were all looking at you then.
No, I know. I forgot to switch it back. Sorry, people. He was letting us know that it's different than a real woman.
Is it?
There's a magic there, and this is ultimately like that aliveness and that consciousness. When you drop in at that level with yourself and with another person, that's where my favorite magic happens in the sexual experience. Like that's just incredible, and that's where you get into the world of like amazing pleasure and non-ejaculatory extended orgasmic states and experiences, basically all the stuff that the tantric and Taoist sexuality people have been talking about for generations. And sure, you could hypothetically embody that level of consciousness while you're using a sex toy. For me, I found it more challenging to do with this because it's so like porn like I've never had sex with a woman who has breasts like this, you know. It's not something I want to take out of my closet regularly.
Well, he says that, but he gave him quite the professional little slap then, didn't he?
Yeah.
Never had sex.
He's not going to take it out of his closet often because he won't go in there much.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, Brick Dictator, the competition is big. There's a lot of people selling them, but if you email me and let me know what you really want me to do, and I'll happily help you out. Oh, hang on, because for Pete, he sent me another entropy. Thank you, mate. For people who don't know, Brick Dictator's got a very successful channel where he makes Lego recreations of battles, and he made me a very cool advert for lockpicking. It didn't translate into sales because he got all political and was taking the piss out of the COVID boosters. But he's just said here, this is perfect for Legoland, where figures' torsos come off, but do they make it in yellow? I don't know, a bit of duplicolour from Halfords. You could probably give it a quick coat. I mean, you know, just use it frequently for a few months, and I'm sure it will start, you know, changing colour as the.
Leave it in the sun.
There you go. Give it a tan. I think you can buy different ethnicities. Just ask, oi, Brick Dictator. I will write to them just for the jokes. And so I've got a mate who will do it, but do you do it in Lego yellow and just see what they say for the lols? Does no one want to come on? Mousecat wants to know if it's UV stable. Well, I'll get that into the question as well. Willow reckons he rode that doll like Willie Carson on a Derby winner. Maybe so. People, it's 4:30 in the morning, so I'm going to have to knock it on the head. And weirdly, I've kind of got me head back together. What do you reckon, Packer? Shall I hit that thing?
Do what you like, mate. It's your birthday. Do what you want. Yeah, do it.
It was yesterday.
Do it.
What does the chat think? Brick Dictator, thank you for those donations, and ping me an email. We'll see if we can get some funny emails backwards and forwards with Tantally. That might be quite funny. Metro at the agency wants me to it. Otto
does.
Hank says don't. Hello, Neil. That's very kind of you, mate.
2-1.
The problem is, people, I woke up at like 6 o'clock almost in the evening, and it just screwed, well, a bit earlier than that, but it screwed my day up. And I couldn't stay awake. Oh,
Mr. Me in it says do it.
Your lad's just come in at the right time.
I know, it's bedtime, isn't it? He's come to tell me that he's going to bed now. Because he's a good boy, aren't he? Yeah. There you go, see?
Yeah, I think it might ruin my morning. Mousecat says, bang it down in one and forget work tomorrow. Yeah, but you can't. When you're the boss, you can't do that because it's a bit tricky at the moment out there, and I'm working my ass off, and I can, you know, with the bank, I won't make excuses.
Ludwig says he sent you a birthday thingy a while back.
Oh, he did. I saw it, $14.99 or something. Sorry, Ludwig, I'll find that. And there was another one from Jessica, I think. Oh no, it was the one after that. Sorry, Ludwig. Good call, Packer. Here's a few ribeye tokens at the moment. That's about 5, so much appreciated. Here's a few ribeye tokens for you. Happy birthday, Chris. Much love and all the best. And you, Ludwig. Much appreciated, mate. Sorry I missed that. Good call, Packer. I don't think I've missed any others. If I have missed any others, let me know. People, I think I'm going to have to show me age and not do it because it is tempting because it could be quite funny.
Save it for another time.
There you go. 42 says, if you've already lost one day, it's a no. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, Ludwig. I did see it, but I was looking at the old bum fanny and I got a bit lost. Yeah, but it's for too long. And you know what, Glass? If I sleep for too long, I get an headache. And that, look at that. Jesus. Go on, stop back. Neil Benjamin Skies has dropped to 5-bit, which it does encourage me.
Neil's a really nice bloke.
How do you know?
I've spoke to him.
I'm not saying he isn't. He's always lovely on here, but I thought maybe you'd met him or something.
No, I spoke to him online. He's a nice bloke.
Okay. Have you got like a secret little Packer substream on the go?
Nah.
Just say yes. Just lie occasionally.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Look, thank you, Neil. And thank you for being a lovely bloke. If Backer, I call him Backer. That's what I'm going to call you now, Backy. Until you give up the snout, you're Backy.
Where I know him from, they all
there
call
you
me
go.
Papa. Because that's
Otto
followed me
says
from
he's
here.
Dave's Waffle House. What's that, Backy?
I said, where I know him from, they all call me Picard. Because that's followed me from here.
I called you Picard, of course. Lovely. Well, there's so many kind of sort of Scrubs offshoots now. Kind of pisses me off. There you go. There you go. Look. Good Lord. There'll be a time in about 3 years where there'll be no one in here because they'll all be streaming. I had a stream the other week, and as I was coming to the end of it, there was about 7 people in the chat going, Sensum streaming next, Dave Waffles House is streaming next, don't forget Rags is on next, don't forget so-and-so's, and they're all waiting for me to end. So I'd done another 45 minutes, you know. Hello, blogs, you
They all shill each other.
Pardon?
They all shill each other. Oh, Dave's and
I
42 and
don't.
Sensum and all that.
I don't really like to help them. Blogs has dropped entropy, and he says, happy birthday. Is Mousecat thinking about putting a bikini on a bum fanny and using it to reserve a sun lounger? Because he mentioned UV resistant. I mean, in fairness, Bill, it would reserve a sun lounger. You've got to have some balls to pick that up and move it. You know. Excuse me, love. Can I have this one? Nice one, Mr. Moon. Lovely.
I'll come over with a cocktail for it and sit in the chair next to it.
You've pulled. I've had a result. Yeah, but she can't talk. Exactly. There you go. A couple of blokes. Here's why I'm not going to really smoke that, because I know what will happen. I'll do it, and then I'll just get scared and go, ta-da. And for that tiny little bit of not very entertaining nothing, I lose a day of work. And the way things are going, I can't be doing with losing a day of work. What I am going to do, though, is keep you all sweet with a crowd pleaser. Because you are all very lovely people. And sometimes a crowd pleaser is the way to go.
So here we are, everybody. Wasp in a bowl of blood.
Live. Right, let me just check I haven't missed any last ones. No, Neil over on me, buy me a coffee. No, entropy. I don't want Bill crying. Thanks for that on Bill, much appreciated though, mate. Don't know why I said though, didn't really require it though. Listen, Packer, I'll let you go, mate. Thanks for coming on. Sorry about the communication error at the beginning. I just didn't know whether it's happening or not. What day is it tomorrow?
Wednesday. It's Wednesday now.
Yeah.
No,
well,
Wednesday.
I'm streaming Thursday, 5 o'clock UK time on this channel with 42. And don't miss it, because 42 is so up on this stuff. And I've decided that Jordan Peterson needs putting in his place. But it won't be a sausage party. I'll play devil's advocate, by which I mean take the piss out the way 42 speaks. Look after yourself, Packer. P in the chat for Packer, people. He's been an absolute saviour, as he always is. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Chris. Cheers, Scrubs.
He's great stuff. You know what? It just doesn't feel... I will do the occasional stream on my own, but it's just nice having it. Just works, and it's a nice balance. He don't say anything, and I don't stop talking. Yeah, it's going to be a great stream. That we done 2 others about men's rights and things, but for me, and we'll probably talk a little bit about Andrew Tate as well, because 42's angle on Jordan Peterson, there's a bit of an overlap with his angle on Andrew Tate and his brother as well. So all quite interesting. No one's expected to agree or disagree, but just listen and make your mind up after you've had the information. Neanthos, did I say hello to you? I think I did, but if I didn't, there you go. Teddy Dutton is on next week. Teddy Dutton is coming on to talk about free will. Teddy Dutton is a free will absolutist, which means he doesn't believe that we have any free will. Everything we do is just a product of our, well, it goes back millennia all the way through to when you're in your mum's stomach. Everything we do, we aren't choosing to do those things. So that'll be a very interesting stream as well. I'll try and play devil's advocate on that one, but I'll tell you what, people, if you want to brush up a little bit on that, Robert Sapolsky, the Harvard lecturer, he's just released a new book. This is why I've got Teddy Dutton on. And it's called, what's it called? He's used a little play on words. Oh, I've got a new title for my novel. Oh, What a Wonderful Withdrawal. That's my latest one. Or it might be, Oh, What a Wonderful Detox. But detox sounds a bit like, oh, I drunk fruit and piss for 4 months and now I feel great. But withdrawal is a bit clearer. Oh, what a wonderful withdrawal. But Robert Sapolsky, determined, because when you talk about free will, you talk about determinism. So he's called his new book Determined. If you put Robert Sapolsky free will into YouTube, he's been on about 500. I'm not joking either. He has agreed to every podcast to shill his book. And why not? I mean, it isn't a particularly good way of selling books. They'll probably do one per podcast, but that's one more than he wouldn't if he hadn't have done them. So we've got 42 on Thursday, Teddy Dutton next week. Let me just check, because I've sent Teddy Dutton a message earlier and he's replied. Yeah, so next Thursday, people, 5 o'clock UK time, Teddy Dutton, free will absolutism. You have no choice in your life. What happens, what you do, everything. And it's weird because we all have a bit of narcissism in us and it won't let you believe that. You are you, but you are nothing. You're a product of your environment and that's it. It's quite an hard one to take. And I think it was Christopher Hitchens who said, you have to believe the illusion that we have free will or you'll just crumble. And I know the feeling. I've been crumbling for years. Right. I want to thank Packer for coming on. I want to thank everyone who donated. Maciano, Caprasha, Canatu. And most of all, I want to thank Rags and the boy Cray for looking after the place. And most of all of you lot, it's been really lovely to come on my birthday. We had about 90 people at peak, but there would have been about 300 people come and go. Love you lot. Bless you all. Look after yourselves. This is a song from 90s indie band Household, and it's called New Shoes. And I hope you enjoy it. I will be putting your messages on the screen as it plays and taking my boat race off. Here we go. Let me know you can hear it, can you? Ta-da!
I'm stupid, I'm lazy, but in the discotheque I still look crazy. Love me,
All right, Emma, I'll do that. Birthday double.
the truth escapes. Summertime, we can get new shoes. I'll have brown and you can get the blues. I'm knackered, I'm fading, but in the right light I still look vaguely human.
Whoa! Please hit the like. Good call, 42. I never tell people in the live streams to hit like. And if it doesn't get any likes, which it usually doesn't, YouTube don't punt it out. So if you could like it, that would do me a real favour. I'll take the tune back a little bit.
I'm knackered, I'm fading, but in the right light I still look vaguely human. Happy it won't be long before we cave in. Summertime, we can get new shoes. I'll have brown and you can get the blues. You can get the Don't worry about my heroin addiction, it's on its slide. I need you, love you, and I feel the same again tonight. Summertime, we can get new shoes. I'll have brown and you can get the blues. You can get the blues. You can get the blues. You can get the blues.
I'm going to dedicate this next one to the two lovers who give everyone faith in love and redemption, Emma G and 42. It's called Anesthetic.
Send me for elastic, I'm fantastic. I got geometry, it's pretty drastic. Coochie tiger, where can I hide ya? Your roar's too loud, mate, they're gonna find ya. Anesthetic again. Yeah, you're looking pretty rough, son, your life's coming undone. Everywhere you go, you seem to know someone. I wanna change my life, mum, I don't know what's going on. I pick up all the pieces, fall, and then I drop them. And anesthetic again. And I am here now and then. 'Cause absence is everything. Yeah, and anesthetic. Yeah. Again. This is the next line, I wrote it when I felt fine. Now it's pointless, that's the effect of time. How did I get it there? Whisper it in my ear, I don't know myself, at least I ain't got my health. And anesthetic again. I am here now and then. 'Cause absence is everything. And that's yeah. Again.
There you go, people. I'm so glad I didn't smoke that. Look after yourselves. Don't forget to tell the people you love them. Bless you all, and I will see you Thursday night, 5 o'clock UK time for the stream with 42 on this channel. Not to be missed. Stick a like on if you haven't. Look after yourselves. Ta-da! Hoita!